I don't think I've ever made a video like this on this channel, and we've made every type of video for Call of Duty. We've talked Call of Duty history, top 10s, 20s, rankings, the worst, the best, Call of Duty news, gameplay, early footage, going out and playing betas, testing, you name it. You can find it on this channel when it has to do with Call of Duty. I don't think I've ever made a video updating you guys on something like this. Welcome to the channel, everybody. Jimmy or Chaos, and today I am here to report to you, I'm your daily Call of Duty reporter today, that Call of Duty Activision has requested that one of the most prominent leakers in the community for I don't even know how many years, the GhostofHope, who we report on all the time, they have asked him to step back and stop leaking everything. I mean, legally demanding compliance. And I'm over here on X, and I'm going to read it to you. Prominent leaker, the GhostofHope, announced he's stopping leaks after Activision legally demanded compliance, sharing a black and white photo as he shifts to official news and non-confidential chats. The official Call of Duty account actually replied directly to a fan's question, which we're going to go over here in a second, saying leaks hurt developers and mess with expectations even when wrong, drawing sharp reactions from the community. Now, GhostofHope's track record included accurate details like Black Ops 6 setting, recent rumors of 2026 Modern Warfare, reassembling Modern Warfare 2, fueling speculation, all that stuff. That's what leakers do, right? But the fact that they sent him, I'm assuming, allegedly, a cease and desist about leaking anymore, and he is complying, there's so much to talk about here. And then Call of Duty actually responds to somebody else asking about it. Call of Duty has never, ever been this personal on their social medias. They have never gone this route, and they've done it a few times over the last few months, and it really makes me wonder what's going on. So, as always, I read every single comment on every single video, and I know you guys are going to be chiming in on this because from what I'm seeing early on, it's pretty divided with this. So, the GhostofHope, his official X post, Activision has legally demanded that I stop leaking and disseminating confidential information related to Call of Duty / Activision. I am complying with their demands. I'm still going to stick around and chat about official Call of Duty info and anything not related to leaks, confidential information. Cheers for these past few years. And then he has a picture of somebody walking away. I don't know if that's him or somebody else. Not really even sure. I don't know. So then we go, and now all the major outlets are picking it up. And Dexterdo says Activision has demanded Call of Duty leaker GhostofHope stop posting confidential information. The creator says they're going to comply. And then the big one, the one that really just made me do a double take, was T-Dog. T-Dog posted, so if Call of Duty is shutting down GhostofHope, was he right about everything? Call of Duty replies. They replied to him and said, nah. Even when leaks are wrong, they still hurt the people building the game and mess with player expectations. And that is where the community kind of went nuclear. I mean, honestly. So in the past, how this works is if something gets leaked, there's stuff that gets leaked every day for games, right? And a lot of it you can chalk up to, it's just stimulating the hype for the game. You got these leaks, even if they're wrong or whatever, unless they're like a specific, I guess, personal leak or something that could make people upset. There's leaks flying around every day. It's part of the gaming industry. And for the most part, it can help generate hype or at least talk about a game. Now, there are leaks that come out, like the Modern Warfare leaks, where that didn't generate hype. That generated more of a distrust or more of a worry about how the game's going to be. But other people would argue that it still puts the game in your mouth. What I mean by that is it has you talking about the game. And what's the age-old adage, there is no such thing as bad press, bad publicity. If you believe that, then even if you're talking negatively about what you think Modern Warfare 4 could be because of GhostofHope's tweets or leaks, you're still talking about the game. It's in your mouth, it's on your mind, and it's swirling around the internet. Now, I'll let you guys decide which of those is actually right. If it's more detrimental than not, if it's free marketing, advertising, I'll let you guys kind of debate that in the comment section. But the fact Call of Duty said, nah, even when leaks are wrong, they still hurt the people building the game and mess with player expectations. They are saying, no, GhostofHope's leaks were not correct, or at least they're saying, was he right about everything? Nah, he wasn't. But they're saying when the leaks come out, even if they're not right, they hurt the people building the game and they mess with player expectations. And they're right. Ghost of Hope's leaks have definitely put an impact on messing with player expectations and probably the people building the game, because the developers aren't out here in the leak field. They're down, head down, trying to make the best game they can, right? But here's the thing. Never, ever have I seen Call of Duty address or go to these links for leaks and rumors that they are now stating weren't even true. That blows my mind. I've seen Call of Duty cease and desist. I've seen them sue hackers and modders and all kinds of websites and stuff like that. I can't remember a time, especially when they say his leaks and information aren't true, that they have sent a legal, basically takedown notice, shutting him up, telling him, you have to comply. I mean, this is legal. This is Activision. They have armies of suits. You're one little X account, Ghost of Hope, nothing against you, but you need to stop. And that is really, really wild to me. First of all, it makes me 1000% think that his leaks and rumors were true. Because all I've ever seen is, like I said, if something gets leaked for a Call of Duty game or any game, if it's a trailer, early clip, or anything like that, if it's not necessarily true, or if they don't feel like it's a positive spin, not just Activision, anyone, EA, everybody, they leave it alone. But if it is an actual footage thing that they didn't want to come out early, or it's something that may not be positively spun, but it's true, then they issue DMCA takedowns. That's how everybody knows. If a trailer drops and we're like, oh my gosh, was it real or not? Well, if it got taken down by a publisher, guess what? It's real. I mean, it has been up until this point, but now they're saying, no, Ghost of Hope's leaks and rumors weren't real, but they were detrimental to the player expectation and the expectations of Modern Warfare 4 in the game, so we're asking him to stop. So there's that's not black and white to me. There's a whole gray area in there, and it really does kind of open up for conversation about, is he the first? There's other leakers out there. There's a lot of prominent leakers out there. There's a lot of leakers out there that's their livelihood, and everybody turns to them, and they're in the public eye kind of like the good guys. Is this the beginning of publishers kind of directly going after personal leakers? It may be. I don't know. But I'm telling you right now, something's afoot here, because the fact that Call of Duty's responding to this, and they've responded a few times in the past on things that they never would get involved in, I don't know. We're in Uncharted territory, if you ask me. So I want to know you guys where you're at on this. I mean, like I said, we've cited Ghost of Hope probably 50 times on this channel over the last decade, I would assume. I'm not really sure on my math, but he's been right, or they've been right, on a lot of stuff. And the fact that he allegedly now has, well, he said it, or they said it, that they got legal compliance requests to not leak anymore, that's wild. That's wild to me. I just can't say anything else other than that's wild. Does it reaffirm that what he said about Modern Warfare 4 is true? I mean, I would be lying if I said I don't feel that way, that I feel like, yeah, it does. But then again, you have Call of Duty saying, no, he's not right. But what he's spinning or putting out there is being detrimental to our brand. So something has to give. Once this game comes out, I mean, the receipts are all over the internet both ways, right? One of them isn't telling the truth. That's the bottom line. That's the black and white part of this, is one of them isn't telling the truth, or his sources weren't telling him the truth, and what he was putting out wasn't correct, and Call of Duty's calling him on it, or it's the other way around, and it was correct, and he put it out, and they saw the community backlash, and now they're like, okay, we're going to fix this internally, but we're still going to call him on it to make sure he doesn't do it anymore. Wow. I was expecting to give you guys the top 20 best Treyarch guns today, but I had to talk with you guys about this. This is absolutely wild. So let me know what you think. Definitely let me know what you think. And if you made it to the end of the video, I asked you a question in tomorrow's video too. And I know it's meme worthy. Jimmy has done 42 channels in the past. I know. Ha ha ha. Laugh it up. Give me your comments. That's cool. But if hypothetically I were to do a brand new Let's Play channel where I played games that I wanted to play, that you guys would enjoy, coming along, face cam, the whole 9 yards, and just did it for the funsies, What games would you like to see me play? And do not say every Call of Duty campaign in history. Yeah, they'll be sprinkled in there and we'll do them, but I'm talking games across the spectrum. I'm definitely interested in Crimson Desert. I was thinking about the God of War 2018 since we have all the hype there, but let me know in the comment section if I were hypothetically to make that channel, Chaos Plays On, yeah, again for the 4th time, what games would you come along and enjoy with me on Let's Plays? All right, guys, see you soon.